So for today's video, I'm going to make a small sling bag just to carry our cell phone and keys and cards, and I'm going to use my poly cotton in double pull and my 3mm crochet hook. So let's get started. So we need to make our slip knot. For this tutorial, I'm going to make a chain of 30. So I've chained 30, which is a multiple of 2, plus 1, which will be my turning chain. And I will be making 2 single crochet on the second chain from the hook. And I will be doing single crochet until I reach the second to the last chain. Now we are done with our first round. On the last chain, I made 3 single crochet and I work my way back doing 1 single crochet on each stitch, and on my last chain I made 1 single crochet for a total of 3 single crochet on each of the corner. And we're not going to make a slip stitch. Instead, we're going to do it in rounds. So we need our stitch marker. So on our first single crochet that we did, we are going to make our first single crochet. And we're going to put our stitch marker, put this one on our first stitch, and continue doing your single crochet for the second round. And we are going to do 4 rounds of single crochet. For the bottom of our bag. Now we reach again our stitch marker, so we're going to take it out and do 1 single crochet on that chain. And put back our stitch marker on the first chain that we did, and continue doing our single crochet round. So now I have done 4 rounds of single crochet and we are nearing the end. So I'm just going to make this 1 single crochet until we reach the stitch marker, and 1 more on our stitch marker, for this round we're going to chain 4. This will be counted as 1 double crochet and a chain of 1. And we're going to skip 1 chain and make a double crochet on the next chain. chain 1, skip the next chain and 1 double crochet on the next, chain 1, skip the next chain and 1 double crochet on the next, so that will be your repeat. Chain 1, skip 1 chain and 1 double crochet on the next, chain 1, skip 1 chain, yarn over and make 1 double crochet on the next chain. So that will be our repeat until we reach from where we began. So I made my double crochet and chain 1, and we're going to skip the next chain and we're going to slip stitch on the third chain of the first 3 chains that we made. For the next round, we are going to chain 1 and we're going to make 2 single crochet in every chain 1 space. Two single crochet in every chain 1 space. Going to make a slip stitch on that very first chain that we made, and for this next round we're going to make a chain of 2, which will count as our first double crochet, and on the same chain make 2 double crochet together. For a total of 3, and chain 1, and we're going to skip this chain, the next chain, and do 3 double crochet together on the next chain. Chain 1. Again, you will skip the next chain and do your 3 double crochet together on the next chain. Chain 1. So this will be our repeat for this round. Skip the next chain and make your 3 double crochet together on the next chain. And chain 1. So just do the repeat until we reach the first 3 double crochet together that we made. Now we have 3 chains left, and I made my chain of 1, and we're going to skip the next chain and make our 3 double crochet together on the next one. and make your chain of 1, and we're going to skip this one, and we have reached our first 3 double crochet together, and we're going to slip stitch on the top. On our next round, we're going to make a chain of 1. Our chain of 1 doesn't count as a stitch, and we're going to make 1 single crochet on this space between our 3 double crochet together. Make your first single crochet on that space between our 3 double crochet together, and you're going to make your next single crochet on this chain. So make your single crochet on this space and on the next chain. So make your single crochet in every space in between our 2 double crochet together, this one, and the next single crochet will be on this chain. Okay, so we made our first single crochet on that space and on that chain. Next will be on this space, and on this very chain next to the space. And you're going to skip all those 3 double crochet and make your next single crochet on that space between those 2 and the chain. So that will be our repeat for this round. 1 single on the space and the very next chain next to it. So I have made my single crochet on that space, and the next one will be on the next chain. And we're going to make our slip stitch on that very first chain that we did. So that will be our repeat. This is the first round. The second round will be 2 single crochet on those chain 1 space, and then the third round will be our 3 double crochet together, chain 1, skip 1 chain, and 3 double crochet together. And for the next round, you're going to make your single crochet on that space and the next chain. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after doing the 4th round of single crochet, we're going to repeat this first round until you reach the height of your sling bag. So once you have reached your desired length for your sling bag, you will be making a rounds of single crochet the same with our bottom. Chain 1 and just make a round of single crochet for 4 more rounds. This is the single crochet on the space between those two, double crochet together and single crochet on the next chain after that. And we're just going to continue doing our rounds of single crochet until we reach 4 rounds of single crochet. So after doing several rounds of single crochet, you will stop at the middle at the back side, and you're going to make a certain number of chain. This will serve as your hook for your button. So it depends on what kind or how big your button will be. So I just make a few chains and single crochet on the next chain, and I will check if I am happy with the length of this one. I have here my button, and we're going to check this one if this one is, I think this one is too short, so I'll be making more chains. I will add more chains to that. So after adding a little bit more chains, so I'm happy with the length, and I will slip stitch on the same chain where I started. And I will continue my single crochet until I reach this side. And I'm going to make a slip stitch. And the next thing we need to do is to make our handle. So you need to make a certain number of chains as long as you want. So I made a chain and it measures, let's see, I didn't even count how many chains I did. I just put it on my shoulder. And it is about 140 centimeters. You can make as long as you want or as short as you want, depending on who will be using your sling bag. This is just my preference. This is the length that I need for my shoulder strap. So let's find where our end is. There you go. Happy with the length of your shoulder strap, we are going to make a 1/2 double crochet on the 3rd chain from the hook. And we're going to do a 1/2 double crochet on all the chains. So when you reach the last chain for your strap, make 3 1/2 double crochet on that very last chain. and continue doing your half double crochet on the other side of your shoulder strap. Last half double crochet chain there, and we're going to do our last half double crochet. And slip stitch to join. Chain one, and now we are ready to cut our yarn. You can just leave a little longer tail so that we can use it to sew this side of the strap on the side of the bag. So I just attach my tail to my yarn needle, and we are going to attach one side of our strap on the other side of her bag. Just make sure that your strap is not twisted. So now we are done with our sling bag. I hope you enjoy our today's tutorial, and happy crocheting everyone. Thank you again for those who have subscribed to my channel. Stay safe everyone, and God bless.